I was live and then I accidentally hit the stop stream. Okay. All right. Here we are. Okay, so today is the day that we let her rip. I don't know what I'm just trying to let me just see if I can. Oh dear. I need to try to get I think we have a general. Oh, actually, here we go. Okay, so let me see if Gerbil doesn't have access to it. Just 1 second. Twitch live 13 plus voice. Da 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 da. I need to. Hey Billy. Okay, so guys, today, actually at 2 o'clock there is a live stream. I need to just pull that up right now. There is a live stream that's happening at this very moment, and I need to. Here we go.
So as that happens, there's farms that are starting to dry out on the western side of that lake.
Here we go.
But there are still farms in the eastern corner where the Vetter and Highway 1, Vetter Canal and Highway 1 meet that are still rising. This morning, the farmers, because I have intel on the ground, phoning me, telling me that overnight it rose 8 inches. So that is a concern.
Oh dear.
There's still 2,500 cows in that corner, dairy cows, and they're worried. Do they need to evacuate?
Okay. Oh, you're muted. Okay, hang on.
We're in very close contact with those and many, many other farmers as well.
All right.
The repair. This isn't we're not building the dike up. We're taking it. I should let our city manager answer that. I'd say it's between 2 and 3 feet above the water level, and that's because we have to shut the Sumas River off from pouring into the former lake, or the bowl as I refer to it. So it's still coming across, but the gap now it was 100 or 330 feet. So I was out there.
330 feet, so that's like 1,000.
Over 50, I think it's probably closer to 55%.
So the military's in there right now.
I was really, you don't believe how excited I was when I saw that this morning. Yes.
This is so stressful for everybody concerned.
Yes, we are on schedule for that as we speak now.
Are you guys
weird happened?
Okay.
That things can change. I've been surprised a few times where 1 hour I thought this, and 3 hours later,
yeah, something else has happened. Okay, so if you're not aware,
we've had to adapt. Our staff has been unbelievable in the ops center.
Okay, this is the mayor of Abbotsford.
I wish people could see what all takes place there, but we can't for lots of
So we have been hit hardest by any place on planet Earth in the last week, in the last 3 months,
I needed to come down here and see
by climate change. We've been impacted in one of the wealthiest places in the world, you guys.
I went to bed at 8:30 last night. I was tired.
Oh God.
I almost fell asleep eating dinner with my wife. So she says, "Honey, you need to go to bed."
Oh God. So
Yes.
Historic BC flooding.
That's great.
No more
I don't
questions?
know what better news I could deliver. So
Oh God.
for coming out. And are we doing another one tomorrow? So
Yeah.
we'll do this again at 2 p.m.
Okay. So
See you back. Thank you.
okay. So Abbotsford is a community just east of us, and let me just go to. If I go to my live stream screen, you guys are going to see me, but you're not going to see a game. Okay. So Abbotsford is a community, as is Chilliwack, and Hope, BC has been in the news, along with Merritt, BC, which is a mill town in the interior, about 3 hours from us. And Princeton has also been affected, and of course we have also been affected. I've got some crazy pictures of the river, which is actually a creek, which turned into a river, which threatened flooding in where we are. But what I'm after today, and Gerbil's in the voice chat with me right now. Hi, Gerbil. I think he's muted. Are you still muted? Okay, hang on. Oh, weird. I can't hear you. Hang on. I just need to change my input. And you'll be here. Just one moment. Sorry. So my input. Okay, there we go. Headset. I can hear you. I should be able to hear you now.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you are. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was actually fairly quiet because on my screen, I actually was literally streaming what you were streaming through the press conference.
Oh God. Yeah.
Of Abbotsford.
Yeah.
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 So that people would know on my stream what you were talking about. So.
All right. Awesome. Okay. That's great.
So yeah.
So
that's why I was quite quiet. So.
Oh dear. All right. Okay, so this is all.
Most of that, I got that the military has been deployed.
Yes.
To help somewhere.
Yeah. So, just to back this all up and let everybody know what happened. Okay. Sorry, Billy. Not at the moment. But just to let everybody understand what happened last Sunday night, exactly 6 days ago and 12 hours. We had a weather event or a climate event, which saw the equivalent of 12 inches of rain, which is a month's worth of rain, dropped on the lower half of British Columbia. So British Columbia is actually a fairly large place. It's a very big province. It still, however, pretty much wreaked havoc on all of our infrastructure. So we had highways wash out completely. These are highways that were built in the 80s to standards that we thought, engineering standards that we thought would withstand an event like this. There are literally every single highway now is washed out. We are isolated here on the West Coast. Those people that needed to get back to the interior or to Alberta have not been able to, so they're stranded here in Vancouver. We have about 16,000 evacuees, many of which for days lived in their, they actually had to stay in their, oh hey John, live in their cars. Some of them are still residing in their cars in stranded areas. So we had search and rescue go in to rescue 250 people on, they managed to get in there on Tuesday, so they had already been trapped for 2 days. They weren't able to evacuate everybody, and this was between two places on the Coquihalla Highway, which is a main thoroughfare now through to Kelowna and Kamloops and Alberta. So those people were trapped between two mudslides, and those mudslides were directly caused by forestry practices in the area regarding the pipeline that is twinning through from Alberta to the Lower Mainland to be shipped out on boats. So we still have a number of people missing. The death toll is going to go up, and remember, this is a week ago, you guys. It's a week ago already. There are people still missing. I cannot stress enough how how everybody says, okay, the climate change is only impacting people of lesser, in lesser economies, in places in the world where are low-lying areas where there aren't really people of any kind of that live in any kind of prosperity. Wrong. Here in the Lower Mainland, those farms that he was talking about are worth millions of dollars. Those cows are worth $2,000 and $3,000 each. They're irreplaceable in the short term. Our milk supply here has now been cut by 50%. Our chickens, the chickens we used to eat, same thing. Actually, I ate the last of my Abbotsford chicken today. We're not going to see that for a while. We have now had a cutoff of petrol. So we're not actually allowed to go to the gas pump to fill up our tanks. This is such a dire shortage of everything from all of our staples, all of our goods. There's been not raiding. I call it raiding, gerbil. That's funny. People have been hoarding, so they've been heading out to the grocery store. Their shelves are completely empty.
This time it's more than toilet paper.
Exactly.
It'd be everything, yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that wonders, because with Vancouver being the sort of Canada's major west coast
City.
Is it a major like import hub for like
Yes.
seafaring? Like, so are you going to, because well, one thing that sort of occurred to me with it being cut off by road from the the more eastern provinces is that you can still get things in from by sea.
Right.
Possible, but
Sort
I'm
of.
not sure how the sort of the port infrastructure has been affected by this too, because I noticed
is,
on
yeah.
the flood map that Vancouver Island itself has been affected, and I mean that's going to affect how, I mean, any sort of flooding near a coastal area is going to affect how shipping can essentially dock and interact with the port.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if there's anything that's coming in through that normally comes in through Vancouver that now can't get to the east. But,
Yeah. No, there's everything. Everything can't go out. And nothing can come in. So we are a major port here on the West Coast. The next major port down is Portland, actually, not Seattle. And we're now seeing a backup of ships in the harbor. These things can't wait. A lot of what is normally put into these shipping containers is on sort of on a very timely basis, such as grains and then locally, of course, milk. We've got a problem now with milk, and people in the interior are dumping their milk. So they're milking their cows and essentially dumping what normally comes down here. So what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to get petrol in from the U.S., which is a kind of an unusual route, but it means it's going to be more costly by the time it gets here in about 10 days. So hence the restriction on being able to...
And all of the sort of faffing about with import sort of things. Like, I mean, the paperwork just for, you know, a product to cross a border is ridiculous compared to, I mean, it'd be easier to get milk shipped from Ontario to BC than it would be from Washington State to BC.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of those lines were cut or they were severed a while back because of unfair trade practices that were noted. And so we have also, we've been supporting our farmers locally. So the majority of that food chain has actually been more local than it has been across the border. So to change that, you're right, is going to be, it'll be a headache. And I know that our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has been working at trying to alleviate some of that paperwork. But I don't know how quickly it'll happen. Our Premier here in British Columbia, John Horgan, has also been working with with Washington State to try to open things up a little more quickly. And but then we have the added problem of the pandemic. So we're actually not allowed to cross the border freely still. The border was only just opened up days ago for travel from Canadians down to the US, but we still have to provide a negative COVID test to get back into Canada. Nobody is actually permitted to travel now. There are actual restrictions that are in place. They're telling us to stay home, work from home if we can. But it's crazy, gerbil. It is crazy to see the scenes of people lining up and filling up their gas tanks when they're not supposed to be. It is insane. So if I just, I'll share some images with everybody here. So you guys,
Wondering with the transport network, you've said that a lot of highways are sort of washed out, and like this is the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's hit southern BC, which unfortunately, or like most of Canada, it's that sort of southern border area where it borders on the United States, where all of the sort of population and infrastructure is. And
yeah.
is there any form of like circuitous, like
No,
obviously more expensive route in Canada that they can take? Can they essentially circumvent the affected areas?
there
by
is not. We
traveling
are,
further north and coming down
No.
the coastline.
no, there isn't. There isn't.
Oh, okay.
We are completely cut off. Completely cut off. Even the rail has been literally ripped out of the side of the mountains, and everything is gone. So the only place that we can, just so you guys can see some of the images that have been shared on media, the only place that you can actually successfully travel from between British Columbia and Alberta, you've got to go down almost midway down through Washington State and then cross over and then back up into Alberta. So it's really, what is this one? Is this live? Oh, Mike Farnworth, he was on earlier. So it's an insane idea that we never thought we would be facing. But the biggest part and the biggest problem about all of this is, down the I-90, then up the 95. Thanks, Mr. Kupla. Yeah. But that circumnavigation doesn't take hours. It takes days. It takes days of travel. Yeah.
Because I knew, BC itself, but Canada as a whole is a huge place. It's like, but there's maybe a trade-off of it is going to be a horrendous inconvenience.
Yeah.
But is it worth it to? Is it better to be almost completely cut off, or at least have some supply line, but at great cost? It's
Right. We don't know yet. I mean, it's only just now we're all coming to the realization that we're not going to have as much fresh milk. We're not going to have as much. We won't have beef products or chicken products on the shelves. If we do have meat on the shelves, the price is going to go up for sure, exponentially. But honestly, at the same time too, we have to ask ourselves: do we really? Are these things that we need? We can go without for now. We can go without for now.
You're going to see a sharp rise in vegetarianism.
Yeah.
And people probably being a bit more willing to eat the sort of non-perishable processed foods that they might have otherwise avoided. So
Right.
you're gonna, I think you might see a bit more compromise in people's lifestyles.
We're hoping, yeah. And now with the new restriction on being able to purchase gasoline for our cars, at first it was kind of the Teslas were the laughing stock because power was cut out to an area. Yeah, power was cut out to an area over here, which is called Hope. This is the Sumas Flats. This is the boat here. I can't believe it. This is an area that I grew up in, riding horses along the dikes that actually separated the Fraser River from the Sumas River. And then the pump stations, which you would have heard about, I hope, in the news a couple days ago, where residents in the community came together to sandbag the emergency pumps that were trying to pump the water out of the area so that the pumps themselves, the emergency pumps, wouldn't fail. They managed to avert another disaster here. This is a floodplain. So this, not a floodplain, sorry. This used to be a lake. It was cut, it was sort of reclaimed as farmland about 80 years ago. And it has flooded in the past several times, but this is the worst flooding that we've seen. These here, these are all cattle farms. So this is all dairy. This is a dairy farm here. They've managed to rescue several hundred cows in this area, and also way back in here where Hope is, and Chilliwack, Aldergrove, and Abbotsford. But the reality is there's 9,000 cows out there, of which the majority of them have already been euthanized. There was a team of veterinarians that went in to humanely euthanize them because we couldn't get them out. Chickens, not tens of thousands, but hundreds of thousands of chickens, all destined for Vancouver tables, gone. And of course, again, numerous people still stranded in some of these locales. A lot of farmers still unwilling to leave their farms. And it's not so much for the welfare of the animals as it is so much for their understanding that their livelihood has now, their livelihoods are gone. Yeah. So it's, and again, I think recovery is going to be much more than just a few weeks or a few months for a lot of these places. Here's a really great image of the Coquihalla. Yeah, prices are going to go through the roof, but we're going to change, Mr. Kupla, we're going to change what we do and how we do it, for sure. People here who can't drive, yes, it is in the national news in the UK, Billy. It's been around the world now. So people who can't or shouldn't drive, or who live close to services, we're all sort of changing the way we think about how we're getting around. We have a bike share system. People are walking. People are taking public transportation rather than taking their cars. And here's a great image of part of the Coquihalla, the river that actually, again, this was a bridge that should have sustained the increase in water or hydro pressure, and did not. So this is calling into question a lot of how the highway was built back in the 80s. But sadly, though, there was no real solution in how to engineer these places because of this. Because most of what we see, the Coquihalla and many of the highways in the interior, they're built on the flats close to rivers. So that's a thing that is not going to be sustainable. This kind of highway construction for a transportation network. So we're seeing it here, and
I think that's unfortunately a byproduct of I was about to say cost cutting, but it's not really cost cutting. I suppose it is, because
it is.
Those are the easiest places and most
cost-effective
places to build roads.
Yeah.
It's like it may not be the best place, but it's the cheapest place.
Yeah.
So that's where it goes. And when you look at some of these images of roads and bridges that should be able to stand up to flooding and didn't, the problem is when they're built and somebody in the government shakes the hand of the CEO that won the tender and says, so this bridge can withstand a flood, and he says, yeah, sure, yeah, it definitely will. The only way he's ever going to be proven wrong is when there's a catastrophe like this and his bridge falls down. And so there's no real way to know whether that infrastructure is going to stand up to a catastrophe until you have the catastrophe, unfortunately, and then you find out your infrastructure has been not misplaced, but has not been built to a standard you thought it was going to be.
I think in the 80s, nobody ever thought that we would be seeing these insane weather events. The Orville Osoyoos border crossing is open. Yeah, so Osoyoos is further over east, John. Yeah. Thanks, Cities, for the host. Yeah, please do try to host the channel. You guys, the plan today is we're going to build a game. and the game that we build will be accessible to everybody. We're going to be kind of having that discussion though today as to what the game is going to look like. It's not like we're going to hop into a Minecraft game and just play. There's going to be some work involved, I guess, for us, but there's some very interesting plugins the kids have found. One is in fact a climate change plugin that has not been updated, but I've been told it's called global warming, but I've been told it might actually serve our purpose. I don't know. Gerbil, what do you think? Should we play on a game that
I'm
mimics?
interested to see what it does. I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure what the overall mechanic of the plugin is and what it's supposed to. Adds the concept of greenhouse gases. Okay. Furnaces emit CO2 when you use. So this is the thing where. Okay. Sounds like something that a plugin that forces you to be a bit more efficient with
Yeah.
how you use your items. So
Trees
see what that-
absorb CO2.
methane emitting animals, for CO2 emitting furnaces.
I don't-
Trees as a carbon sink.
Yeah.
The global temperature rises because of the greenhouse effect. The one thing when we first mentioned this data pack, the first thought that popped into my head was it would be a data pack where the sea level rises one block occasionally over time, and so
There is a data pack too. I just don't know if it would be workable for 117. This one carries biome temperatures, temperature blocks and consumables. That's interesting. But I think what 2VB and Skrek have mentioned now is that if this is out of date, they might be able to update this plugin.
Yeah.
So we could always do something with that. I could install that on. I do have a spare server, like I had mentioned, so we could install this and any other plugins that we think we need. I think we would need to probably add essentials so that we can get around. But I think it kind of depends on us, really. What we want to do with this game. So I've decided that. Oh yeah, some of these images are just. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. The images are quite horrendous. Yeah, and then I don't know if you've also heard, but in the aftermath of the rainstorm, we had a windstorm, and that the winds kicked up to the point where a barge floated free, and it managed to sort of. It's right in Vancouver right now, so it's basically stuck on the Kitsilano side of Vancouver, which is downtown Vancouver, and it's where everyone's calling it the large barge. So the large barge actually has I think if you just Google it, large barge, you'll see. Oh, hang on. Let's just go to Vancouver. Oh, it has its own Twitter account now. Great. Okay. All right. So we can go to the Twitter account. But anyways, this barge is now stuck. It's winter month. It's winter time now. The moon is full. This would have come in on shore during the highest tide. So essentially, they did have a tugboat out the other day trying to pull it out. It's stuck. So it's here. There are some nice pictures of it. In the city. Oh, here it is. It's funny. Dating in the city is hard. Yeah, there it is. So, so, it's really been something, let me tell you. It's been something. So if I go, let me go back to my live screen, and we're going to, I'm just going to look, I'm going to hop on to the server. Oh, he didn't go further into, no, it went as far as it could. Actually, John, no, you're right. The tug, not the tug, but the barge could have floated underneath Burrard Street Bridge and into False Creek. That would have been disastrous. That would have ripped up a lot of the docks there. It would have, oh gosh, I can't even imagine. So it's a good thing that it grounded itself where it did. Let me go to Cubed Host, where we have our server, our spare server.
So, oh, okay. For our server, are we going to do what we did with Pangea and sort of put it together in multi-MC?
It will not be modded. So, oh, you know what? Oh, I don't have it here. Hang on. Yeah, it's not going to be modded.
I tend to use multi-MC anyway. I've been
Oh yeah, sure.
a few Nilla servers. I've been using Lightmatica as a build tool, and
Oh really?
the vanilla launcher doesn't seem to like, well, mine doesn't seem to like Fabric mods for some reason. I can't get Fabric to work properly, but multi-MC seems to love it. So.
Did you happen to update your did you update your launcher?
I did. I think I had an update for it last time I launched it a few days ago.
So that could also be the Microsoft update that is now not friendly with Fabric. I don't know. You can go back to.
It wouldn't work before before I migrated either. For some reason, it just kept crashing when I tried to launch the Fabric mod instance. But multi-MC works fine with it. In fact, you create an instance, and one of it has a little button you can click to put Fabric on it, so you don't have to go through the whole process. You just sort of open up your instance. Where is it?
Oh, okay.
Instance.
All right.
Version. Yeah, you go to version, and there's install Fabric, install Forge. So yeah, you can.
Okay. Oh, I see what I did here. Okay, so I have. Okay. I'm going to delete all of this. And we are going to start up. We'll start up a fresh server. It's going to be, yeah, I think it's going to be 117.1, you guys.
Yeah.
It'll be 117.1. I've got it set as a paper server, but I think it needs to be a Spigot server. I don't know for sure, but let's just call it a Spigot server because of the date that this plugin was created. I don't know. Does Paper automatically load Spigot plugins, you guys?
Hang on.
Yes, that's right, John.
I think Paper launches Spigot plugins. I think
Okay.
I'm not sure. I've never actually put together a Paper server before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open my.
Not really cities? Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm just loading up this, starting up this world. The IP address is cities, I'll whisper it to you, and I should probably call it something. Anyone else wanting to join, I'll whisper you the IP address. So again, the server's going to start and stop a lot. And gerbil, I need to whisper that to you too. It's easier if I do it here, but I would have really liked this to have been a data pack, honestly, though, so we could play on the latest game, but bye. Oh, okay.
Breaches on under.
turn the lights on. Hey, Janesh, yeah. I could turn the lights on. I just didn't want to share the IP address with everybody. Hang on. So I'm going to go and download. How are you doing, Janesh?
Okay. Add server.
So I need to download this. We're going to try this out. It could break the server. So global warming, it says it supports 1.14. Now, both 2VB and Scrag have mentioned they could, I mean, I don't know if they can, but update this. About is repair access. Oh,
Did you
set up
actually
install.
whisper me the IP for the...
No, I haven't yet. So I need to,
I'll
how do I do that? How do I do that? Hang on. Okay. Oh, are you tired? Yeah. God. Ugh. Okay. So this plugin adds the concept of greenhouse gases in the world's atmosphere. If furnaces emit CO2 when players smelt items. This, you know, if anything, this will give us a conversation starter. This will give us the opportunity to talk about how this affects us IRL. CO2 levels rise, global temperature rises because of greenhouse effect. Okay, purpose is, ever had the hankering to turn a game meant for fun into an emulator? Right, we'll see. So players are best off when they cooperate and agree to reduce emissions. I wonder if we're going to kill the server. And it goes on and on. I just need to download. Oh, look at this. Related science of climate change. Okay, that's cool. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? I think you are.
There was something in there that said players can purchase carbon offsets.
We can?
Yeah, it was in that list. I just saw it sort of flash.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Yeah, with me.
Players can purchase carbon offsets, which creates a tree planting bounty for others. Oh, that's cool. Okay. For those disbelievers out there,
Sorry,
this is a thing.
just went to my BRB screen so I could input my input the IP without it being on my stream.
Okay, I'm going to download the latest
Job's
jar.
already there.
Oh, really? So I'm going to stop and start the game because we need to. Are there plugins that actually allow people to affect the game while we're playing? Or is that a mod that we would have to have on the server? That would be cool, don't you think?
What do you mean plugins that allow people to affect the game?
Well, people could, you know, make a donation and change the game for us. Sabotage, yes.
Oh,
Sabotage was the
I'm
one
not
that we.
Because I know that Butcher and Narragath, I think actually today, well, Saturday or Sunday my time is their mutual Minecraft day, and you can actually do things in the stream that affect them in the server.
Yeah.
Like, but theirs is tied mainly to Streamloots.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so
okay.
you play a Streamloots card and it will like spawn withers or creepers in the game, or it will make them float or something like that. But I think the game they're playing is quite heavily modded as well. So
Yeah,
may
yeah,
be
it
a
probably
mod,
is.
so-
Yeah. Our world is still coming up as Corsica, so I need to delete that. And then I need to change our server properties. So we're going to call this not Corsica. We're going to call this, what are we going to call this? Survive the Tides. Yeah, that was a good one. I'll leave that empty. Conversation about climate. Difficulty we'll set to normal. Unless you guys want hard. Max players 48. Native transport. Allow flight true. just because I don't like people being kicked. I'm gonna increase the view distance and hard.
No. Leave it on normal for now.
Okay, we'll leave it on normal for now. Do we need a player at a timeout? No, we don't. We'll leave this off. Spawn animals, spawn monsters, spawn protection. We should make our world a little bit smaller. Oh, that's going to be weird. 29,000 blocks. Let's make how big should our world be?
I don't know. Well, 30,000 blocks is huge. I mean, I can't recall the last time I went 30,000 blocks away from spawn in any of my worlds.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just do that.
Well, the 5,000 is 5,000 in each direction, isn't it? So
It is, yeah.
10,000 by 10,000 blocks.
Yeah. I don't know what happens when you get to the edge of the world. Mommy floods. Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, we can use world border instead of this, and then it'll just.
Isn't that what max world size does? It essentially just places a world border.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I just want to make sure also that we have not got. Oh, I wasn't supposed to show you guys this. Hang on. Let me go to this. If I go, actually, I know I'll go on my live so you guys can see the text. And world. Oh, why is that doing that? Still not doing what I want it to do here. Hang on. Oh, odd. So when we do this, 2048, John? Yeah. And let me just go back into our settings. We've got not hardcore. We'll just run generate structures, spawn monsters, online mode, force game mode, view distance, world type will be default. We're not wanting to do anything else crazy there. Survival, normal. Seed will be okay. Permission, Archon. Okay, let's save this and see if that changes the settings that I want it to change. Okay, this is not refreshing. One sec. Let's go to files. Because I think what's going to happen is when I start this up again, it's going to spawn in with Corsica. And I don't want Corsica. That should be it. Yeah, okay. Butcher's Fabric works fine with you? Yeah, no, Fabric is, oh. What do you mean, John? No, I think what you're doing is you're playing on a modded server. A Fabric, using Fabric instead of Forge. Is that what you mean?
Oh, so, no, Butcher server is a vanilla server. It's just there's some Fabric mods, like client-side mods that people are using.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like the voxel map or an
yeah.
to that, and one of those inventory tweak things where you can open your inventory and press a hotkey and it sorts your inventory for you automatically. A lot of like client-side stuff. I use Fabric on his server just to use Lightmatica, so.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people like to use the one where it puts the light level on the ground for you, and so you can run around
really?
where the spawnable blocks are.
Okay. I think Corsica just spawned in again, which is really weird. It's not supposed to. I'm just going to stop it again. So one of those things. Corsica is the name of the world that I had tried to generate. This was for our Pirates server, which didn't work. So it's still showing up that it is wanting to do that. So, so we've got, okay, our jar file is in there. I think I need to, I think I just need
It's
to.
there's the one with the world name in the server properties, like.
Yeah, so sometimes it kind of that'll slip through. And I have to just go into overview and make sure this is, I gotta change it here. Yeah. And I'll just call it world.
Ooh.
SMS received.
Hey, yes, John. Oh, Jane Ash, a description of what is, what? Okay. Conversation. It's a climate conversation. So, Gerbil, tell me about, oh, using the ones from Butcher. I think, that would be nice, but I think this is going to be a different game, John. We'll definitely be adding some more plugins. I think Gerbil and I are just going to kind of test this out to begin with to see what happens. We're both going to have to be opt in order to experience it, I suppose, is what we would say. Let's see here. Let me just see if I can get this finally rolling up without Corsica in the name. So oh, a plugin for sabotaging you in game. Oh, seriously? What? Jane Ash, where you sent it in Discord?
That's the plugins that Butcher and Narragath are using for Mutual Minecraft.
Oh.
Before.
Oh, and that's the one John wants. Yeah, we can add those. You guys can make a mess of us. And well, if you run the donate command, I believe I also have something set up now, so you can donate to the BCSPCA there. And then it would be nice if we could set this up so that you donated to okay, did that work? I think it did.
Fresh. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to launch a game and let's have a look-see. The plugin itself should be active for, again, like for opt people.
Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Oh.
What?
Whoa. Hey.
Something wrong?
My field of view. Oh, field of view 80. Okay. Let's put it back to normal.
Oh, it's your, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, really, Jane Ash? Okay. All right. Yeah, good. That, that's something else that I sort of talked about with Gerbil and creating an interactive stream that you guys could have fun with. That would be good.
You set the render distance to on the server.
I thought I set it to, oh, it might only be 10. I thought I set it to 12.
Let's do that.
Do you want me to increase it? Can do that.
There we go. That's good.
Okay, so could you run slash plugins, or are you opt? You might not be opt, actually.
Slash plugins.
Or try to game mode yourself or something. You might not be opt.
Plugins 0. Oh, hello.
Oh, really? Didn't load?
Oh.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, I can't run the reload command.
Reload won't work with something like this. So,
Oh no, yeah.
yeah. So let me show you guys. If I am, okay. Oh, it didn't even load. Oh, for God's sake. It didn't even, hi, John. It didn't even load. The map placement, I know. I just have to make it big, you guys, and then the map placement is
It's like, yeah, that's not where the map is supposed to be.
Are you opt? I don't think anyone's opt.
I am not. I don't believe so.
Okay. I must be opt. I'm right at spawn and I can break things. Oh, I'm not opt either. Okay.
console will fix that.
Yeah, there we go. So I don't know. I don't think it loaded. So the plugin didn't load at all. That's not a good sign. Let me check the files here and see where this might be. So, oh, it's not in. Okay, I'm just going to stop the server for a second. I'm going to load it up again. Hang on.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
practice over list.
Yeah. The other thing I could do is probably also upload. Let's see here. Some of the other things that we might be needing. And so essentials, let's see, what else do we have? I mean, so the world is our oyster here, basically. I mean, we can add whatever we want. Let me also just download and install uperms,
Okay.
and then
Bear with me. I will be right back.
okay. Oh, it's not going to let me do that. Okay. Oh, you filled it up with dirt? Yeah, that would work. Okay, let me just start this up again. Essentials chat, GeoSpawn, and Essentials X. We still don't have a permissions plugin. So let's see. I think the most important thing, though, is just seeing whether or not this global warming plugin works. And if it doesn't work, we're going to have to find something else. And it could be something not as powerful, for sure, but it could still be something playful. So global warming plugin Minecraft. And we'll see what else there is out here. Okay, there is a newer one here. That looks like it runs in 1.16, so it may be a better one. I don't know. Oh, this is the one. Hang on. So this is version 1.3.1. When did they do the update? August, May.
Oh, cities plugins loaded.
Is it? But what version of the plugin is it? Because there is actually another one here, which is the same one. It looks like they may have... Oh, no, it's the same one.
Mean temperature from 1951 to 880. 14 degrees Celsius. This is your goal. Global CO2 levels are in balance.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okie doke.
Oh, okay. Essentials dev build is out of date. Oh, okay. So global temperature 14 degrees. So I guess what's going to be critical here is understanding how we impact the game through this plugin. I don't know.
I don't know what the scoreboard on the right there is supposed to be telling me, but perhaps if I
Oh,
a little bit of crafting.
guys, we can pay each other. Seriously?
Oh,
What is that? Oh, wow.
where did I get sticks from? Leaf decay.
I don't know how I did that, Cities. Okay, we're gonna learn this plugin. John, are you playing? Yeah, you're in the game. Okay, so now one thing I did note. Oh, that is loud. One thing that I did notice with the latest update of Minecraft is that we have. I gotta turn this down, don't I? is that there are within each biome there's temperature information. So I don't know how or what that means for us. It's going to be cool.
Let's change that. Let's make that. Make that.
So, how can we survive and thrive without burning coal? That's the biggest question. And also, I mean, the other thing too that we have here in real life is natural gas. So natural gas is something that is affecting our environment, or the use of it, the burning of it. Petrol, the burning of that. We don't have actual gas in the game, but coal is probably the main culprit here.
So I'm just doing an experiment. Being a scientist, I want to know exactly how I'm affecting climate change. So I'm going to change the climate just a little bit.
Okay. You did. Your score is now 2, Gerbil. I don't know what you did. How did you do that?
I used a piece of wood to burn a log in making a piece of charcoal.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So obviously that score affects.
Okay. Well. So eventually what we can do is, I wouldn't mind teleporting to 0, to see what's there. But
Oh.
we're in a forest.
Don't
This is...
drop my crafting bench.
Oops.
Oh,
Oh, he'll put it down. There you go.
Oh.
We're in a very big forest, you guys. Which is kind of crazy to think.
Yeah, I want to say I wouldn't mind seeing how the how my score changes if I grow a tree.
Oh, okay.
Because it did say tree growth would be what positively impacts. What would be really good is if we had a skeleton somewhere I could kill for bone meal.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh no, that's not going to work. There's no space for it to grow. Either that or I could build a composter. Expect normal ice conditions this year at top of screen.
What? Oh.
Scientists expect normal
Oh,
ice
okay.
conditions.
Okay. Wow.
We didn't ruin the earth.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet. So I just planted something.
Wondering if I
So we're working with the default configs that are set for this plugin right now. I mean, so far so good. Everything's working, right? I mean, it runs up green, which is what great, which is what Scrag said would happen. So I'm pleased with that. And then we'll just have to add the permissions plugin. Set all of the permissions. For essentials, and then we can do things like /spawn to take us back to a spawn point right here. We can set our spawn point somewhere that will let us, you can run GMC if you're an ops. So let's just have a quick look around, see what we've got. We're in a forest. We're in a forest. We have a mesa. Oh, cool. Is that over this way? It looks like it. Yeah, there's a mesa over there. There's also a dark oak forest. A very rich game we've got going on here. All kinds of resources. Yeah, all kinds of resources around us. There's some cows.
one of those. And,
Cool.
Some sticks.
Oh, I just went for a swim.
Those,
I went for a swim and I'm stuck.
One of those. And one of those. There we go.
Okay.
Wait.
So actually, this is pretty good because I think as soon as as long as this is running on 117, hopefully it'll run on 118 and we can update
we've
the
got
game.
nighttime coming.
Oh, yeah.
We could sleep, or we could admin sleep.
Oh, actually, no, we can't set the sleep, can we?
Oh, hang on. I've got. Yeah, there. It should be game rule. Player sleeping percentage.
Oh, cities has got it. Yeah,
Oh, I just said it to
10%. Okay, super. I sometimes I think that's only on 118 and it's not on 117, but this is good. Okay, so what other plugins do you think would be appropriate to run? Oh yeah, you guys wanted us to. Okay, where is it? Jane Ash, you said that those plugins are where? Well, I'm happy this works. Okay, hang on. So if you're wanting to join the server, we can eventually, I guess cities, maybe you can help me with that. We can set something up where
here we
we ask for so much time playing with us, or I don't know, something. We got to figure it out.
Okay.
Subscribers can join you guys for sure. It's just everybody else, I think we would want to have you watching for a certain amount of time. Oh yeah, Jane Ash, where did you put those plugins? Are they plugins or are they mods? Da 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 da. Jane Ash. Okay, content creator integration bridges the gap between your stream and my. Yeah, okay. It's a mod. So are we playing on a modded server then to do integration, you guys? That's the big question. Yes? Okay. So, because that's kind of what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Killing the animals doesn't.
Oh, I-Chun did this. Oh, it's hard to set up, you guys. It's really hard to set up. Okay, again, cities, I might need your help with this. I will send you. So this is stuff that we can do over the course of the next few weeks. This doesn't have to happen overnight because we're all busy people. But this is the one that I was thinking
Farmers
of.
having bumper crops this year.
Well,
Okay.
then, Jane Ash, you can help. Farmers are having bumper crops this year. That's okay. Everything starts off really well, and I'm sure it's not gonna.
So good news for all those farmers growing bumpers out there. You're going to get crops this year.
Okay, so we would have to have a Forge server, which means that the plugin would not run because plugins don't run on modded servers, you guys. We would actually need to find an integration plugin, not a mod. I'm scared now.
There we go.
We're all
All
hiding.
those greenhouse gases emitting off that torch.
What? Oh, yes, I see that. Ooh.
My score is still 2.
You're
I went
doing.
around killing animals because it did say that killing animals, but it did say in the
Documentation?
documentation it was killing farmed animals. So perhaps if you kill animals that you breed yourself,
I wonder.
That's what possibly.
I wonder.
I would love to find just a bit of iron so I can make a shield.
It's probably a good idea. I have
Hang on.
nothing still.
Technically, this should work well if I build a furnace deep underground and like burn things underground.
Would it? Maybe.
it should
I
all,
don't-
it should all settle on the walls of the cave.
Well, let's test the plugin. So, Billy, everything's going okay. Had a.
To be honest, I just thought I probably couldn't do that, but I just did think if I could code plugins and mods, I could say, okay, well, if the furnace burns with sky access, then it
Oh, with-
deposits its gases
right.
in the atmosphere. Whereas if it has
Keep
no
inventories off, you
skylight
guys.
access, then it carbon trapped. But thing is, that would defeat the purpose of the mod, because so many people would just make a furnace and then place a solid block on top of it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if they could figure that one out,
Yeah.
for sure. Keep inventories off, just an FYI. I see some axolotl up ahead. That's kind of cool. Working through the advancements might be a thing, but again, I don't think we can actually employ that mod with this plugin. The only way that I know of that we can do this is a bit complicated and known to break really easily, but not impossible. So if there is something, Jane Ash, that's out there, let me just have a quick look on our Spigot site. Spigot, what do you call this? Interactive Twitch plugin. Okay, so there is... Oh, there's a couple. Okay, so there's something called streaming drops. So we receive things that you give to us, and there's another called Twitch interaction in game. So Twitch interaction in game is in beta right now.
Oops.
Coming up on a cave. Okay. Oh no, Twitch so this would just be, oh no, this would just show us your chat in game. Voting, event voting, bits, custom items, version checking. We could add that, and then, but that's not really what we're after. So we're after something that will allow you to spawn things in. I don't know. Here we go. Streaming drops.
By the way, oh, here we go. Oh, there's a mine shaft down here.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
hello.
Really?
There's a creeper waiting down there.
Okay. Creeper ahead.
Okay.
Nice. All the way down. I feel like
Hello.
chopping the rest of this off. Just to make it easier to run up. How are we for other resources, though? Now, one thing we have to think about, though, is mining is something that is quite detrimental to the environment in any sort of shape or form, right? So how can we exist on this server without impacting our environment by mining? That would be a big question. So there is another...
Let's think of the solution that people have given already, which is we don't mine, we do the same actions as mining, we just give it a different name.
Eating
And we can still use the furnaces. All I have to do is ring the Prime Minister of my country.
Right. Oh, yes.
And he'll give me what he considers to be a foolproof carbon capture solution.
There you go. Which would be?
Oh, I don't know what it is. It's
Sucking it out of the air.
made up. It is a technology that exists. It's just not
It is.
particularly effective. It's been proven really not to not to work in any meaningful way. But the thing is, it's very beneficial for the coal industry for people to believe that it will work.
Right. Right.
Well, oh, geez, John.
What?
I walked up to go up there, and I just saw the bottom of his legs.
Oh! He's a creeper. And you're like, what? Okay,
Stop
good.
Being a creeper.
Here we are. Here we are. That's a...
Oh, hang on.
Okay, let's go.
My score has gone up to 4.
Yes, why? Because you've been mining coal, haven't you? And the rest of
No,
us...
I actually haven't dug up any coal at all. I dug
So-
up a few pieces of iron, but that was
Oopsie. I'll let that go. Really?
about it.
Oh
But,
my gosh. Okay, so Let's try farming instead of anything else. Let me try. Let's go.
I want iron things.
Let's go. Just a loudmouth baby. Oh, yeah, there's one right here. Nope. No. Sorry. All right.
Oh,
It's gone.
okay. So I'm gonna have to do. this
Life
'cause
is
I
gone.
need-
Life is now no longer what we thought it was. Because of creep. What? What? Wow. Do we, if we, you've got 8 now, Gerbil. Oh.
Yeah, I just made 2 pieces of charcoal.
Oh. I'm not making charcoal, you guys. I'm not. I'm going to stick with
So that
0
was
here.
just from using some wood planks to burn 2
there's a hole
logs to
here
make 2 pieces of charcoal.
Okay.
I've got 12 pieces of raw iron to see how we go. I'll see how look at that. It's gone up to 16.
Yeah. You're affecting the global temperature. Gerbil.
That's up by 0.02. Well, I'm going to have to go and plant some trees.
My lord. Okay, so you can buy offsets, but I don't know how that works. That would be. So there's a money. I don't understand. I don't know. We'd have to read again. We'll have to read through on how this works. But hang on.
Well, for starters, I see seeds down here. So if I want to be able to burn meal a tree,
I'm gonna go down here and just start a garden. Yeah. Okay.
oh, I know what it is because a composter needs this stuff, doesn't it?
Oh, you probably will have that pretty soon, Billy.
Bouger.
So again, you know, talking about how we consume things. Bouger. Who's Bouger?
Oh, it's my way of saying bugger.
Oh. Okay.
Composter is what? Oh, I was 1 short on having enough planks.
So if you're joining us late, there was we were having a conversation about what is happening here on the west coast of Canada. We've had unprecedented rain events that have caused massive flooding throughout not the lower mainland, but through the Fraser Valley and in through parts of the interior. Forest Service, the risk of fire is low. That's a good thing because here we also have been through one of the harshest fire seasons in recorded history, with a heat dome that sent our temperatures up to 50 degrees Celsius. We've never experienced that before, right, Cities? Cities is close by. So we've got a lot of stuff going on here with a really unusual. Also, we had a tornado 2 weeks ago that just sort of ripped through part of the city. I cannot instill upon everybody how important it is that everything that we do, everything personally and professionally, within our local circles, within our community and neighborhoods, and also in our wider circles, is going to have an effect now. Everything will. We've been told here to ration our gasoline, and we're not talking about a population of just, you know, a few thousand people here. We're 6.5 million people that live in this province, and we've been told to ration our gasoline. People that have Teslas, of course, are laughing all the way to the barn. But we're here now every Saturday to talk about these things and to talk about how we can not only mitigate these issues, but also you can see that Gerbil is doing things that's really elevating his contribution to global warming on our Minecraft server.
I have made a composter, however.
But how is it going to give you? So you need to
that
bring.
will allow me to bone meal trees to
Okay.
to grow them. Yeah. So
Right.
the composter is about 2/3 full already, but I've just been picking up like saplings and chucking them in there. This is the thing. It's like, should I eat raw chicken?
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
I'm gonna save the environment by getting salmonella.
Oh. Okay.
Now let's just hope that it doesn't cause my gastrointestinal tract to contribute to global warming.
So why I've been chopping down trees, Gerbil, and nothing's happening. I'm still set at I'm still
I
at
don't
zero.
think chopping down the trees. I think from the way it was read, like when you were looking at the
Yeah. At the
it was
yeah.
yeah, that like growing trees, because I thought, oh, okay, you just plant a tree, but then I thought you could just plant a sapling and pick it up over and over again to just sort of cheat the system. So,
But you know
yeah,
what? That's
tree
essentially
growth, which I think means that when a tree you plant sort of matures
Mm-hmm.
and grows. And
But
so
that's-
what I'm doing is I'm just going around just grabbing
I've
whatever
lost
I
my-
can to stick in the composter and.
Okay. So we're going to clear. I'm going to do it. I'm going to clear this entire area of trees. And the other thing is, this is exactly what we're doing. When you mentioned we're just planting saplings and then removing them and planting them again, that's essentially what we're doing in real life, you guys. Because think of it. Our trees here, the Sitka spruce, the red cedar, these trees grow to thousands of years old, thousands. Old growth is truly old growth here on the West Coast, and the ecosystems that they support are nearly have collapsed, and they don't really exist anymore. There are trees that are being cut down right now that would take 18, 20 people standing with their arms reached out to surround. It's ridiculous that we're thinking too that by planting trees and controlling the planting of trees and allowing them to grow only for 30 years is recovering
Oh, you can.
forestry is sustainable. It's not sustainable, not at all, especially when that tree usually takes 60 or 70 years to grow before you harvest it, and the byproduct or the product of that tree is going to be dimensional lumber that goes into a building that it only stands for 30 years. So we're playing. Oh, Steve says our world is in great shape. Great, except for Gerbil. Look at him, 24. His level is at 24. So if you're watching right now, please don't hesitate to ask questions. Please ask questions. I think I am going to add that plugin so that I can see your chat come up on screen from our Twitch, and I don't know if it's going to come over from YouTube. And then there will be a plugin, it looks like I can add it, that will allow you to drop loot for us. It'll allow you to give us things. So you're going to be able to impact our game. I don't know how. Certainly, if we set it up so that you give us something that is detrimental to the environment, we're going to pay for it, no doubt. And I'll see what else is out there. But right now, what I'm looking at are some plugins that could work. So this one is called Streaming Drops. It works with our version. Actually, I'm just going to download it right now. Download via an external site.
This is the one that I played.
Let's see.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh.
All right. And then the other was we can't use Content Integrator, sadly. Unless I can find something else there. Okay.
Hello.
So there's this. And the other one was also a Spigot streaming integration plugin Minecraft 1.17 streaming drops. What's this? Stream plugin. Streaming drops. Streamline. Streaming drops.
Okey-doke. Ooh.
Okay, this is different.
Oh, this in the chest over here there
Yeah,
are
no.
3 pieces of wool, I believe, so I can use those to make a bed.
Streamline. That's spongy cord. Okay.
Sweet dreams.
Dang it. This would be fun to use though. That integration. Okay. Okay. We're still figuring it out. The last time people had to ration everything was in the 1940s. Yeah, so we're sorely out of touch with this. So the other thing that's happening here on the West Coast I like to call it hoarding, or no, I actually like to call it's disturbing actually. People are going out and buying up chicken, milk, toilet paper, and of course they're heading to the gas station, even though that we're being told only 30 liters. People are filling up their tanks. There's lineups at the gas station. Honestly, I can't be bothered. I've got half a tank of gas. I drive a hybrid. I wish it was a full electric vehicle. It's not yet. What is this? Something is dropping here. Well, that's a glitch. Oh yeah, one of those things. That's interesting.
Are people at the service stations putting gas in plastic bags like they were?
They're filling up jerry cans, but not plastic bags. You're swimming around in the water. Okay, 20.
Because I've just found out that the this seagrass works really well in the composter.
Really? Cool. I would be happier if we were close to an ocean. If only because I hear that we can use kelp instead of coal to fire our furnaces. So if maybe I should just try to find an ocean. I don't know if I can. Okay. I have one seed. I'm standing here waiting for it to grow because I'm busy talking.
So I wonder if you do
Oh, there we go. A few more.
you do the whole sort of growing plants things.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
going to
your
try.
score is 0. Do you be like?
Do we
you
go
get a
negative?
Negative score. Do
I
you
think
become
so.
A carbon sink. Those aren't going to grow naturally that way. Oh, hello.
Let's try.
My tree that I planted over there has just grown, and my
And-
score is still 24.
Yeah. Your score is still 24. So I recall playing with something similar. I don't know if it was this plugin. And we did start up a server where we
come on.
talked about climate change at school. So what happened? What's wrong?
Oh, it took like 20 of those things and didn't give me the last bit of the composter.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. What
Okay, I
if
think
use-
/spawn will bring me back here. Oh, look. That's what John said we had out here. Yes, so we're now the province of British Columbia is in a state of emergency. So what that means is people that have lost their homes and their businesses will be able to apply for funding. Sadly, though, it hasn't been something that has been unfolding as quickly as we like. So people continue to sleep in their cars, those that have managed to get out. Some are living still. Is this an ocean? What? This is wrong. This shouldn't be here. And is this, oh no, what is this? What am I looking at?
There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at my score.
How did you do that? How did you
I just bone mealed a tree and it grew. Okay. So if you plant the tree and it just grows on its own, it seems to.
Wow.
Either
It's
that or it takes a while to update the score.
okay.
Because one tree I planted grew a few minutes ago, but it was while I was out collecting stuff to make bone meal in the composter. So.
Cool.
So
Okay.
I just bone mealed one and it grew, and so
Oh, that's
it
great.
seemed to work.
That's great. And here I am running away.
That might be something to look up on the
Okay.
plugin page or something. How the score
So where should I publish this information? I could put it on the other.
I'm gonna go. I'm not sure what direction you headed in, so I'm
Oh,
going to head in this direction.
I'm south.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head off in a northerly direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to eat some raw meat.
Yeah, I have no food too, and I'm trying to figure
I
out.
have 3 different types of meat, but just none of it is cooked.
That's awkward. I don't think we have an ocean here.
Well, I was
would've liked
testing to see whether just killing wild animals
Right.
affected the score, and it didn't seem to.
Really?
So I think it is the whole sort of farmed
Okay.
animal.
Which is why I want to farm some more, and I only had so much there. It looked like I found a nice sort of flat area on the other side of the dark oak forest that I could farm. But we're still at 0. I think, is it because I've done nothing? Okay, I'm going to kill the black sheep so I can eat it.
Yeah, the thing is, I've done
And-
some smelting, so that's why it would have.
Okay.
When it really shot up was when, oh, hello. I just found a beehive. Oh, and it's full.
Nice. So I'm going to do something I'm not supposed to do, and I'm going to burn some wood. You burn coal, right?
Well, actually, I got my score went up by burning a piece of wood to make a piece of charcoal.
Why am I at negative? Oh, because of the trees I planted. So now I'm okay to. Okay.
So yeah, your trees grew, so they must have.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That works.
My score went suddenly when I bone mealed the tree. So the tree that I was bone mealing first may not have even been my tree, but I think it was.
Really?
I think I planted it.
Huh. I'm concerned that what I need to. So, okay. So the problem here is I have to kill sheep and not. That's the only way to get the wool. But is that going to affect my.
It hasn't affected mine.
Okay. All right. So let's just do this.
Okay. Ow.
And then I can make a bed.
Here's a cave.
Yeah, I can make a bed now.
Hang on. Oh, I don't have anything to make. Oh, put a shield.
Okay, so I've got a bed.
Let's see.
And I have
if
no more food.
Picking up a piece of coal.
So you're at minus 63, I'm at minus 61. And both cities and John are still neutral, you two. Interesting. The size of this world is set to 10,000 blocks. I think I might... I should have reduced that, I think, maybe to 5,000, but that's okay. Let's just... because that means we're 20,000 across. It means we could handle quite a few people here. Also.
Here I am on the global warming server, coal mining. I wonder if torches actually make a difference. Oh, I've got copper here too.
So Billy has asked the question, are there other countries that are able to help us? Yes, there is. So the Washington State has stepped up, and we're going to be seeing some delivery of course, all of those emission creating things like natural gas and petrol. You found lava for the furnace. Lava for the furnace. Yeah, but then you need to. That would work well. Lava. That's true. We have assistance from the Canadian military. They flew in 2 days ago. They've staged themselves at both Edmonton and in the Abbotsford airport. In Abbotsford, what they're doing right now is they are shoring up one section of the dike in Abbotsford, just off of Sumas Mountain. This is sort of the most at-risk area right now. There are about it's a huge expanse of farmland, and businesses. Everything from mushroom farms to chicken farms to dairy. Oh, there's a llama here. To dairy and so they are we don't actually have any help from them, I think, physically. There's lava there. Yeah, okay. Oh, that looks so funny. We are right now collecting at our barn and at some of the other barns around the Lower Mainland where people, certainly have a little more money. We're collecting things like horse blankets and pellets and buckets and halters and all kinds of things that we need to help the BCSPCA with caring for the animals that are now a part of some people who have set forward to to provide land and shelter for these animals. But again, you know what, a lot of these, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's going to start to stink really soon. There's so many dead animals out on the floodplains right now. You found an ocean?
Oh.
Billy, I don't know if the UK is doing anything other than actually reporting factually correct information. They are one of the few places in the world where you can get the greatest media source, I think, right now is The Guardian. Also The Guardian out of Australia. They are providing everybody with up-to-date information that is factually correct. There's a lot of news organizations out of the US that are kind of writing things a little differently, and others here, even locally, that are not quite reflecting what is happening on the ground. Sweet dreams. I should have slept. This is kind of an interesting world. Look at this. We've got the mesa to my left, and to the west is
Found a tiger to the north.
Did you? Oh, so we've got a little bit of everything here. That's pretty good.
Oh, well, a fair way. I walked for a few minutes to get here. Oh, hello.
Did you? Oh my god.
I am
Okay, that's gone.
At minus 700.
Gone.
Z, so... Oh, hello. Oh, berries. I can use the berries.
Minus 700. Hey, yeah. So again, you guys, you want to just get back to where we were, just type in /spawn. It'll take you there as long as you're opt. If you're not, John, I can just TP you there. We're both still at negative. Interesting. But I can't find, I want to find an ocean out this way, John. I don't know where an ocean is.
Okay, I've got 20 sweet berries.
So
No.
So again, if you hadn't joined us for the start of the live stream, I was showing images of the destruction that has taken place in and around the lower part of British Columbia. All of our highways are some are like completely destroyed. I don't really know how they're going to be able to bring them back. Our main highway, the Coquihalla, which was built along the edge of the Coquihalla River, is destroyed in many different parts. There are still people missing, and this was a week ago when the rainstorm hit. People now are just kind of coming forward with their stories of oh, look. And it's so what we thought to do was we'll be live streaming again, not necessarily every Saturday, but most Saturdays, and we'll be talking about climate change, what we can do, how we can make change now, how we can create a better opportunities for us to, oh my God, there's mobs down here. Better opportunities for us to mitigate climate change, and climate heating. I want to talk to everybody about language, the language that we use around climate warming, because I think we all need to start talking a little differently about this. So thinking twice about whether or not we need to take that one trip to the store, whether or not we can walk someplace. Do we really need it, you guys? Do you really need what it is that you think you need? Think about it. I cannot give you an example right now, but yeah. So with the one particular highway that we're talking about, it's going to take engineers heading out to those areas and some time to kind of sort out exactly what has to be done. I don't think we're going to see the Coquihalla back for at least a year, if not longer. We're definitely going to have a shortage of qualified sort of construction workers who have experience working in working with bridges, because I don't know if you guys know, but it's a very different beast from building a house or a commercial space.
And roads are much more complicated to build than people actually think they are.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned the what was it, the M1 in Britain. Think of it like a skyscraper 200 miles tall lying on its side.
Oh, wow.
In how complicated things like that are actually.
Never
to
thought
build.
about that.
Well, you got to think about I mean a building has to, you know, essentially just withstand people and, you know, furniture, whereas a road has, you know, hundreds of thousands of vehicles every year.
Yeah.
Or more, constantly going over it. So
Yeah, that's right.
and you can make it stronger. You can go, okay, I will make the road stronger so it can stand up to the vehicles, but you've then got to make sure that it doesn't essentially sink into the earth. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
make it stronger by making it denser and thicker, but
Yeah.
if it slowly, you know, sinks into the ground that you're building it on, then it's just as worthless. And so there's that sort of fine balance there that you need to figure out. Oh, hello, cows.
Can I actually watch this, you guys? There we go.
Stop producing methane.
There we go. I got 2 chickens in a hole. Okay, risk of fire is now low. Still low. That's good, because I think it's going to take time for us to kind of make things happen. I'll probably... I'm going to shut this server down, though, at the end of our live stream, so that way we don't have anyone sort of making any more advancements on global temperature. That, you know, that's actually what happened when I recall us doing something similar at during a class. I think it's about 3 years ago. I left the server up and running, and some kids would join and just sort of play Minecraft, and then we'd log on, and there was flooding. Yeah, so I think it'll be a thing.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
just, yeah. I mean, what do you think, Gerbil?
That sounds good, yeah, because the last thing you want is to sort of log on and find out that the game has changed radically in your absence.
Yeah, yeah,
Kind of sucks the fun out of the game.
it does. Yeah, it does. So we'll see about Twitch integration. I know that Gerbil, you are streaming now for how much longer? Another 20 minutes or something?
For me, maybe another 45
Oh,
minutes.
perfect.
Yeah, I've got D&D
Good.
at 1,
Okay.
but I want to sort of be out the door by 12. It's quarter to 11 now,
Okay, perfect.
so maybe go for about
So nice of you to join me. So how did the baby get out? Did I just... That's a different baby. Okay, come on. Chickens in a hole. So my plan here is to collect eggs. I'm being very, very careful. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I'm being very careful about not affecting the environment in a... Oh, where'd they go? Negative way.
hasn't changed recently.
It hasn't changed recently.
Well, it's still on minus 63, so
Yeah. I think a lot of us are much further out on the
I'm
server
still
right
going
now.
on a fair walk. I've gone 1,500 blocks north.
Okay.
You know, one thing I haven't found? Any signs of civilization.
No, I haven't either.
Haven't seen a single village yet.
We have no village. No villages.
Well, maybe this place has such a great global average temperature of 14 degrees Celsius because it eradicated its sentient population.
Oh, you found a city's found one. Oh, I just fell into the hole with the birds. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try to craft. Oh man, I can't do this. Grow up, bird. Grow up, bird. I'm gonna have to try to craft some ladders, I think. Okay, and put this up here. All right. So, it's, what can I say? It's been stressful. It's been stressful, but at the same time, we're, you know, at this point, we're all trying to figure out what we can do. Set up the trigger settings. Oh, John, we don't have any data packs. There's no data packs. So we are going to work with plugins. So that means the commands are going to be things like /spawn, /TPA, so we can teleport to one another. What else? Essentials chat will tell us where we're logging in from the world. Or sorry, GOP will let us. We don't need Essentials chat. What am I doing? Monster Hunter. GG. I'm also thinking maybe what we could do is set up some advancements that are outside of this, outside of vanilla advancements. I know there's a way to do that. A pig is in here now with me. Okay, things are quite comfy. Yeah. What else? Okay, I'm just trying to get some eggs so that I can, rather than kill the birds. I have no eggs, you guys. I thought I had 4 birds in here. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Yeah, but... All right, I'm going to have to sleep. Let's sleep.
Mountains over there.
Seems like the cities are far and few between, but Cities has found a village, I should say. Can only sleep at night? I thought it was night.
Okey dokes.
There we go. Okay.
Like that odd phrasing when somebody's going to sleep. Sleeping through this night.
Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah. It's like,
Is that what it says?
sleeping through the night. We know it's this night. It's not like you're sleeping through tomorrow night.
Okay. What? Zoologists. Ender dragon populations are thriving. I wonder what happens when we slay an ender dragon. Oh my gosh. That could be a thing.
Surely
Okay.
the Ender Dragon has horrendous greenhouse gas emissions.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably. I'm waiting for your laying eggs, kids. Come on. Nobody's laying eggs. Oh, I got an egg. All right, that only took forever. I can stand here with the pigs and the chickens. So again, talking about chickens. So out here on the West Coast, we now have a chicken shortage, which both chicken and beef are going to be an issue because our supply lines are completely cut off. And also we have managed to drown, I hate to say it, what was the number? I know 9,000 cows, and in any given farm there are tens of thousands. Oh, well, actually, not tens of thousands. Hang on, how many? 10 to 15,000 chickens in each farm, and there are about 24 farms that are underwater right now. Good night, Billy. So chicken is in short supply, but it didn't help that people ran out to buy chicken, buy it out of the off the shelves, which was really stupid, I think. You marked 00 on the map? Okay. I want to be able to set our homes, so we're going to be able to do that and set up to, we'll set up to, well, we could set a bunch of homes, and then we can make up a spawn area that actually has information on the global climate crisis maybe, and also how this plugin works. So I think we may end up experiencing on this server, if we end up not playing the game according to the behavior that the plugin is asking us to play in, we may see not only temperatures rise, but the water level will rise. So that'll be cool. Let me just have a quick look again at the plugin information. Streaming drops is something else that we might add, and I will send this to
Oh, okay.
everybody. It kind of
B for boxing. There we go.
kind of feels like we need a separate Discord for this server. Okay. So I want to send this plugin information to you.
Oh, hello.
So we'll add that, and then we'll add
Oh, gee.
what's the other one?
Nearly leapt straight into that lava.
Oh dear.
Ouch.
I don't want anyone to drop in on
I
me.
found a portal ruins.
Oh, good. So going through to the Nether, I wonder how that's going to affect our emissions.
Oh, I'm gonna wear some golden pants.
Cool. How many eggs do I have now? I probably need at least a dozen. That was another thing that was actually bought out in stores. All the eggs.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Now
yeah,
I'm just
it's
wondering
really-
how some people might have suffer from what I call lottery winner syndrome.
Really? Yeah.
People who have chickens in their backyards, like, ooh, eggs, and all of a sudden, all the family members that don't talk to them very often, all of a sudden, they need to catch up with them, and all of a sudden they're their favorite family member. And by the way, can I have some eggs?
I can
In the
see that
same way
happening, yeah.
All the family members and friends you used to have that don't talk to you anymore
Mm-hmm.
are suddenly your best friend again if you win the lottery.
Yeah. I can see that.
It's like, ooh, it's nice to see you again. Oh, by the way, I've got this empty egg carton.
Oh dear. That's funny.
On a sadder note, imagine how many people are going to try and steal chickens out of people's backyards.
Oh my God. I can't imagine. I certainly
The
am
thing
hoping
is, I
that that's
can't
not the
fathom that
case.
based on the fact that it's Canada. It's like,
Well, you should have heard what I heard. The people were saying at the gas station. So yeah, I mean that was my take on it. Was I can't believe people are doing this. Honestly, I can't. It's
oh,
just
geez. Oh, that's why I was stuck in a bush.
oh
No, I went to eat my sweet berries and accidentally
Yeah.
planted them and then ran into the planted sweet berry bush. I found a
What?
donkey.
Seriously?
It's a donkey.
Oh, that's great. Okay, you guys stay here.
Yeah, it is a donkey. Yeah. There you go. There's a horse over there.
All kinds of animals here.
Okay.
All right. Okay, birds, burbs.
Birds.
A lot of pigs here. So,
So it hasn't turned like horribly like violent yet, like it did here in a few places when people went crazy for toilet paper.
oh,
You could go on
right.
YouTube and just watch a dozen videos of Australians beating each other up for
Really?
toilet rolls in supermarkets. Yeah, there was
Oh,
one
gosh.
in my local one, and I sort of live out in the countryside, so
Wow.
okay, I found a swamp, but yeah, I would not. I don't live in a tiny little town. Like my town has about 55,000 people living in it, but yeah, it's just People just going absolutely nuts.
Yeah. I don't know what's happened today. I haven't watched any of the, if you just Google it, I'll bet you something will pop up. It's just, so the hashtag here is hashtag BC Storm. That's where you'll see a lot of more ocean. Okay. That's where you're going to see a lot of what's, still happening here. There is another storm. We're expecting another storm on Tuesday, you guys. And I'm really, that's partly why the military are working hard to shore up some of the areas for us, to try to save some 24 homes and businesses in one area. Oh, really? Yeah, see, that's what I want to find an ocean. I think I have to TP to somebody else, but I don't have.
What I might do is throw away some garbage in my inventory. It's all biodegradable, so it's okay if I just throw it on the ground.
Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I should TP to you. I'm still off on the other end here. The cities. What's your coordinates?
Hang on. Let's see that.
What if I do this? This, plant it. I'm at -60. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna pick it up and plant it. So I just wanted to actually sort of also highlight the fact that a lot of what's happening here, we live in a very mountainous part of the world. There's a mountainous region called the Cascade Mountains, not the Cascade Mountains, Coast Mountains. Hey, 2VB. Yes. Is it the same one, though? 2VB. Yes, we broke a server with it. Is this the same one, though? Can you check? It seems to be better. It seems to be better than the other one where because I talked about that. Okay. Yeah, he says he's pretty sure this is the server, or this is the plugin that we used before, but it was years ago that we used this, wasn't it? Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago? It seems to be a bit better balanced now. And we're able to sort of more finitely manage it, which is great. But yes, I would definitely see stuff happening, like water levels rising if we're in the positive. I don't know. There's other messages that come up, though. The plugin hasn't been.
Obviously, a water
There's
level.
other message. Yeah.
The sea level is tied to the average global temperature.
Yeah. I haven't touched coal. And I'm looking for an ocean. So, oceanographer's not concerned about sea levels. So, 2VB wants to break it. Not yet. But you can come on and play. Well, I think... Oh, he's on. Oh my god, he's on, you guys. He's gonna break our world. No, you can't break it. It's not gonna be possible. Oh my gosh. That would be so scary. But I think ultimately... Oh, it's nighttime.
Okay, this is more of a lagoon.
Is that a challenge?
Oh no, here we go. Oh, that looks like ocean.
Well, I think it is a challenge, maybe. Because... Yes, it is. Why are you opt? He's opt. Okay, that's even scarier. Guys, don't... If you're opt, don't do anything. Like, don't play like you're an opt operator. Because then you can just break it in 2 seconds. Right? So... That's... Can we set homes if we're... Yeah. So 2VB needs to set up the permissions, I think. So that way we can we'll just all de-op ourselves and we'll play this legit. That's going to be an important part of it. Now, the other thing that's going to be important... Why is this... This is seagrass? What is this? That's... It's just...
Seagrass.
Well, set home works if you're opt. So it doesn't work if you are not an operator. So that's why we need to set up permissions. And I need to... I feel lost. So 2VB, I think the plan is what we're going to do is we're going to play on this every Saturday. The server will be shut down. So I can... The server will be shut down because remember when we left the server running, then some kids came on and then we logged on and it was like crazy. We need to set up the permissions. We need to de-op everybody. Nobody can be opt. No? Can you join us in the voice channel too, VB? Oh, it's an ocean.
Yo.
Hi.
Hi, what's up?
Okay. So this is the same plugin?
Yeah,
And-
it looks.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay. Oh man, you're loud. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I just have to change your sound.
Okey dokes.
Okay. Oh, you're 100%, but why are you so loud? Okay. So it's cool because it's actually working, which is really, I had no idea. I didn't think it would work at all. So the plan is to add a few more plugins to try to integrate this with Twitch somehow, so we can have players or viewers, sorry, gift us items in the game that will also sort of impact the scoreboard. What? 2VB! Dude!
I'm doing this completely in survival.
Oh my gosh. Right. So, but I don't recall this being a plugin where you could actually buy carbon offsets. Were we able to do that before?
It has been years.
Okay, so that's why I thought. So if you go, okay, advancement.
Oh. There's thousands of blocks.
Really?
Oh, no, I just added that waypoint.
I just want to see the negative climate damages.
Sell, hand, sell blocks, sell inventory. It will go. Well, Gerbil went up to, what was it? What was your
Up to about 40 something at one stage.
right?
Because yeah, I smelted some stuff.
How did you get to
But then
negative?
I grew 2 trees and it went down to minus 63. So
Oh. So is me cutting down trees going to
cutting down trees didn't seem to affect our score at all. That was the first thing we did when we logged on.
That's unfortunate.
But didn't we? Having bumper crops this year. I can't recall. All I remember is just our world flooding, and then it broke things. Like,
I think
yeah.
the temperature got too high.
Was it? Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to recall what we did there. I'm also looking at adding some more plugins, and then we'll have to add uperms. But some other plugins that might sort of work in conjunction with this plugin would be cool. And PvP is on. Keep inventory is off, you guys. This is hardcore-ish. What else? Yeah, I mean, until we can't stand it any longer, I guess, right?
Okay.
I should be making a pick, though. Okay. And mob griefing is on. Did I say that already?
Nope.
So, but with essentials in, we can just we can get around a little more easily. What else do we need to add, though? That's what I'm wondering. That is what I'm wondering.
Getting up to 40 is surprising.
Well, I'm kind of wondering what do those numbers represent? And I was just trying to dig up the
Much
documentation. So 40 units of what? You know, it's like, oh, let me see if I can find it.
You've done 40 pollutions.
Yeah.
I know, right?
All right. So global warming overview. Why does it look like these are different people? Okay. So furnaces emit CO2. You found a
I
turtle.
found more ocean,
Okay.
and it's a bit closer. Oh, and an ocean monument.
Oh, okay, cool. Trees absorb CO2 when they grow from a sapling. Farm animals emit methane when they're killed. As global levels rise, global temperature rises because of greenhouse effect. As temperature rises, customizable climate effects are triggered, which make ordinary gameplay more challenging. All right. Can help survival servers encourage forest replenishment by incentivizing
I was wondering what that was on my screen.
GW score booklet. Oh, GW. Okay, /GW booklet. Let's see. Did we have this before? We didn't have
Probably.
this. Did we?
GW booklet was added to the-
Invalid book tag.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Invalid book. Oh, come on.
Okay,
Why not
that
throw it in the sea.
that might be because it's a different version.
Probably. My carbon footprint is 48.
So that, oh, it's your carbon footprint. Is that what that is? So, okay.
Oh, okay. So there we go. /GW score.
Okay, so 14
Your
degrees.
Carbon footprint minus 63. Global temperature 14.14. 2 VB.
You're welcome.
A whole tenth of a degree, man.
I was
That
about to
was
get a lot worse.
14.03 before.
Yeah.
Set up a whole factory.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
that's
where
what I
the
did.
CO2
I set
levels are in balance.
a few years ago. We set up a factory, didn't we?
Probably.
Yeah. Now I remember. Okay. Carbon scorecard. So competing for carbon neutrality, I think, is the game here. Really, right?
The top 10 polluters. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That's just another way of doing the scoreboard over on
Okay.
the right-hand side. It just shows
Okay.
it in the bottom left with an index and a
Okay.
score. Oh, okay.
I'm the top polluter.
Yes, you are.
John has a score of minus 739 in the polluters.
Okay, what was that? What was that command that you ran?
GW
slash
top.
GW top polluters.
Oh,
You can
and
also
there's
just do GW top.
there's top polluter and top planter. Huh. Wow. Okay. Oh, John is the top planter. Cities, you're
Oh,
number
see,
2.
That's where his score is coming from.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So while 2VB builds a factory of some sort, some sort of industrial complex here in Minecraft, others of us will have to start farming. But I don't know to what extent farming actually also contributes to climate. And
Hang on,
it's
so
kind of
what's
weird.
the slash DGW
Mm-hmm.
help?
What?
Oh, okay, that just shows the.
That's what I want here.
Oh, okay.
So we could start a kelp farm. Or at least just harvest the kelp so that not all of it is gone.
I've got just over 3 stacks of kelp in my inventory from my travels.
Cool.
But I've waypointed this ocean, so.
Oh, you've got a mini map running too.
Yep.
Okay.
Hang on, how do you share a waypoint?
What map plugin are you using?
It's Voxel map. Oh, here we go. Share.
Oh, you do? But I don't
Ocean.
know if...
With Monument. Share with everyone.
Oh, I see. There you go. Okay. Oh, nice.
So yeah, you can control click that to. Oh, if you've got Voxel map.
You have to have voxel map. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got a different... Do I have voxel map? You're using journey map with Forge. Yeah, so
Oh,
we've all
journey
got
map.
different maps.
Oh, okay. Options. Oh. That's done. Oh, mine might be journey map.
Oh, really? Okay. Yes, sir. What do you...
Oh, TVB is making the place a lot warmer again.
What? 70... Okay.
Options, controls, mini-map controls. Okay.
I need to cook food. I can't eat it raw. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's a box. Okay. Yeah.
I can't eat it raw. So integration, essentials, or sorry, permissions. What other sort of game kind of changing things do we want to do here? Or is this going to be kind of enough? We can add any sort of plugins so that we can protect our things if you wanted, like protection stones. It would be nice if there was some way we could tie that into the carbon economy, or maybe that is an economy plugin that we could... No, there is... Sell? No. It's, Where is it? Must be C. Oh, that's the broadcast. Okay. I thought there was something that would allow us to sell carbon offsets that was a part of the plugin. So global warming help. Score, let's score. Top planter. Okay. It says that there's 12 pages, but not 12 pages. Okay.
No, page 2 of 2, 12 results.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I tried the help command and yeah, all it did was give me the list of the commands that we can use.
Okay.
I want to see if I can get the sea level to rise.
Already?
Well, look at my look.
Well,
at my
I'm right.
pollution
I'm right. Yeah, no, I think it has to be in the thousands. So.
Oh,
Oh, we can
yours just went down
do
again.
that.
You're now on minus 120.
Oh, I am. How did I do
Oh,
that?
maybe some of your farms grew.
Maybe. We're gonna grow some more farms here. Oh, the trees. The trees probably grew, but
Oh yeah.
um,
Yeah, without bone mealing them, they will take a while.
yeah. But if you see, if 2VB affects the climate, the global temperature negatively, right? Or not negative. Yeah, see, it's up again. Are we not able to... I thought there was something about carbon offsets that... You're trying to flood us out, aren't you, 2VB?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Go that way.
I figured a strategy to burn the most coal it's working.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty easy strategy because none of us are burning any coal at the moment, so burning the most isn't
But-
really hard.
Yeah, but I thought that
Point.
the thing is, I don't think he can affect us though, as long as we. Oh, where is that? Do you hear that?
What?
Oh, they're over here. There's mobs here.
Probably underground.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite a large swamp.
There they are. Down here somewhere, hey? What? Oh, I found there's like a cave system down here. Huh. Cool. I don't want to die down here though.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
Yeah, your score just went up by a lot.
What did you
I found a
do?
new strategy.
Oh no.
Yeah, smelting particular items. I noticed
Really?
mine went up a fair bit when I smelted some iron.
I think I want to. Well, do we need iron? Like,
Well, I smelted 12 pieces and I've been used, but that was just to make some tools.
Wait, I wonder.
yeah, there's mobs down there. Hey. Oh, shared a waypoint. Oh, that's. Oh, so I can add the waypoint. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
So we've got the
Yeah,
same
I'm
map.
not able to add that one. That's not in a.
Cool.
That's not in a format that I can.
So
use.
you're 3,400 blocks away from me. Yeah. So that one is part of. What's the map that we have here? Voxel map? Or what is this map?
I am
The one I'm
using
using is Voxel.
What's it called? Oh, Zeros. Yeah.
I'm using the fabric version of it though, so
Okay.
Who's Screx?
Screx is.
my helper.
Oh,
Oh, Screx is on.
my
Uh-oh.
helper, is that a cam account or is that
No,
accomplice?
it's an
An
accomplice.
accomplice.
I need food though.
Fire restrictions are in effect,
What?
apparently.
Oh. Okay. Is there no other way to bone meal things? There isn't, is there? You actually have to. I wish animals dropped. Dropped
Well,
bones.
animals do drop.
They drop meat, but not. You found. Oh, you found them. Okay. I'm just worried about losing things. Mind you, I don't really have all that much to lose here, except for my bed.
What you were saying about
I'm gonna put my bed down here.
El Kelp?
No, no, we don't need a twerk mod. The what? I'm gonna put my kelp. I think kelp we can use to burn things with. We just need to use kelp blocks or something.
Oh, my score's about to change.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is. Did. By a little bit.
well, yeah. I guess it would. Okay, I've set my spawn point here just in case I die. You can set your spawn point in there, cities, if you want.
Hello.
Cat.
You need the the twerk mod, yeah, so you can twerk your trees. Azumom, how are you? It's going well. We're trying a some plugins that do climate change.
That mimic climate change, yeah.
Basically, some of the in-game things you do can affect the climate of the world that you're in. Like, oh, It's behind my guy's head, unfortunately, the scoreboard on mine. So if I just do global warming,
2 VB's at 324. There we go.
polluter, yeah. Basically, things like smelting and killing farmed animals and things like that increases your carbon footprint. That increases the temperature, and if the temperature increases too much, the sea level rises. And you can combat that by planting and growing trees and things and other things.
So we're really just kind of, yeah, so we started just to kind of see to what extent we can affect our gameplay here. There are other
That in there.
plugins I'd like to add, and we'll see how it goes. We shall see.
Okay. Minus 31. Oh, okay. I think, yeah, my carbon footprint is still bad when I used a dried kelp block to fuel the furnace.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
So, but that should not be the case.
I wonder if you use a campfire to cook your food, it will
I don't think this is updated to include a campfire, the plugin itself. So there may not
Oh,
be
okay,
anything
so
that will affect you there.
It would be moderately cheeky.
We'd have to look at the configs to see what's there. Yeah. I need some more.
What have I got?
Oh, that's good.
1121.
Yeah, we're gonna lose Gerbil fairly soon to his D&D game, but
Oh, yeah, about 20-25 minutes. I reckon I've got.
can I actually go all the way over to you guys at the factory? And does it matter, like, if the factory chunks are not loaded, would it still affect the game? Did we not go through this at some point? Oh, there's turtles. Turtles.
Hey, Azul, you're back. How was kitchen shopping? Okay.
There's no grass here. There's mushrooms. Okay, I'm going not vegetarian, but okay. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's make some.
Cool if I could move the scoreboard. Oh, a
So-
notification just came up the top of the screen. I didn't read it.
Oh, I didn't see it either. So I think when we get into the thousands, that's when you can really see sort of the effect in the game itself. Wow, that's a lot of fish. Do I have string? No, only one string. Okay.
Oh, hang on. Is kelp any good for this thing? Oh, it is.
Okay, we're gonna have some soup that we can't cook. I still think we should be able to cook the soup. It's kind of weird. That way, you know, you got mushroom soup, but it's just not. It's not cooked. I want to eventually.
Make bread. Does bread work in the composter any better?
So you've made a compost.
Oh yeah, it was one of the first things I made.
Oopsie, I can't even
So I could bone meal some trees.
unlock it. Hang on. What are the blocks again for a compost?
You need 7 half slabs.
7.
Yeah. So it's a
weird
three
number.
on each side and 1 in the center bottom.
Okay. There it is. Oh yeah, right. Okay. So you're composting kelp? to get
I composted some kelp just to get some bone meal to grow a tree. Just wanted to grow a tree.
Did I get any bone meal? Oh, I wish they... Oopsie. I think I just flattened that. Sorry. Oh, Oh, you're growing potatoes. We got potatoes. That's a thing.
Oh, we got potato. Okay. Oh,
For some reason. Yeah,
that's
we
not
got
very
potatoes. 2VBs, the score's increasing. Yeah, he's smiling. Okay. Lovely.
Okay.
So here, if you're just joining now on the West Coast, we've got some, really, we've been the most impacted out of, I would like to say, anywhere in the world right now with the extreme weather events that have been happening beginning this summer with the heat dome, and then into the late summer and fall with fires, and now with flooding. So it's truly kind of a space that we need to move into to understand and also learn. We need to change the way that we're doing so much of what we're doing. With a lot of people are really pissed off that there are restrictions on the amount of gasoline you can buy right now. And honestly, I don't think they should be. I think we should all be trying to figure this out together and working together, just like our Premier John Horgan has said here. It's really, I don't know why. I think we live in we have everything society. We're one of the wealthiest places in the world. There are property prices here that you can't buy a house for under $1.3 million. No, actually, you can't even buy a house for $1.3 million anymore. Anywhere. You can't buy a condo for under $700,000. It's like,
Who's that?
it's,
2VB.
what did he do?
I see a name tag hiding under.
Oh. So, like every civilization, I think, before us, we're building close to the water. We're doing things that are close to where our food source is, which is the fish, trees, the land, water. And hi.
Alright.
And this is exactly what's happened. The state of our highways now, of course, we're cut off from the rest. Let's plant more trees, Steve says. Okay. We're cut off from the rest of the Canadian continent. We can still get down to Seattle, but our rail system is completely crippled, east to west. As is any kind of traffic that carries a lot of our goods into Vancouver. And again, you guys, Vancouver is not a small city. We are the third largest city in Canada. 3, almost 4 million people live here. 3.5. So it's kind of crazy to think about all of the things that we're having to now sort of backtrack and do in order to try to fix a lot of what is happening right now, including things like actually just the other day they said they're going to reverse the rail cars out of where just a couple blocks away from me that's holding grain right now that came in from Manitoba. They're going to reverse those rail cars back out to the Fraser Valley as far as they can go to feed livestock, because now if you've seen some of the images of the Fraser Valley, their feed is going to be a problem. Hay, grain, and ultimately, I think what's going to happen again over the next couple of weeks is there's also going to be emergency veterinary services that are going to have to be called in. Right now, we're collecting all kinds of items from our barn things like horse blankets, buckets, halters, and pellets and things like that. And we're taking those down to Southlands, where there is a group of people that are going to take them out to Abbotsford. Not all the animals made it out, of course. I mean, it's pretty horrendous to think there's 9,000 dairy cows in the Sumas Flats alone, I believe, of which, and then further up too. Many of them didn't make it. Farmers refused to leave their stock, not just because they didn't want to see the animals die. It's okay. It's all right. But because
I'm just having a laugh. Azul is
What's-
posting in my chat.
oh really? But it's
Very cool.
it's a tragedy, you guys, what's happening here, what's unfolding here in, like I said before, one of the wealthiest places in the world, on the planet. So climate change is no longer something just to be concerned about in poverty or poor areas of the world, but it is affecting us here.
Not
So
just affecting the Pacific Islanders anymore.
Pacific Islanders, or it's wow, look at John. Look at his this is the same plugin. His name changed color. This is the same plug. Okay, now I remember this plugin. We have played with this.
Okay. Have you been just going around planting trees and nothing else?
John has
Funny
been
thing is that it hasn't made the temperature go down.
Oh, it hasn't. So
I'm literally just planting things, thinking if things grow, then like the score gets.
hey, guys. We need to de-op each other. Everybody de-op. Oh, for TP and set
That's
home.
good.
Got it.
Put
Okay.
away the,
Okay. Yeah, perms are
Instant
set home.
Pot. I've got one of those. It's not the Instant Pot brand, but
Oh.
it's a pressure cooker. Really efficient way to cook things. Some like casseroles that used to take like 8 hours in a slow cooker, and you can do them in like 20 minutes in a pressure cooker.
Why are the fish dying? What's here? The fish are dying, cities.
There's yeah, $50 off, like a 7-in-1. Yeah, see mine, I think I got on clearance. Mine was about $150 dues. For one that's
What?
normally $2.99.
Water temperature? It is?
Water temp rising.
Really?
Said hi much. I did say something back. I did notice. She said, "How's it going?" And I described exactly how it was going and what we were doing.
Oh,
Oh, I got an egg.
did ya?
Yeah, there was just one lying on the ground.
Ah! Cities! Give me that! Thank you. Oh, did I not pick it up? That's hilarious. One piece. We need to have more. Is that a data pack, 2VB? Could we make it so that we get more? We can get more. Oh, I hate that. I just hate the fact that we don't get any
Oh, hang on.
bone meal from this whole system here. Makes me crazy. Hot stuff.
American creation today, so if I'm okay, fair enough. D&D.
Alrighty.
Oh man, I'm not so sure why John's massive negative score. That that temperature should have come down a mile.
It should have come
otherwise-
down, yeah. I don't know what's going on.
It's like all of a sudden we find out the reason you're finding dead fish is like the fish are freezing to death. The globe isn't
Good
warm
God.
enough. Somebody planted too many trees.
What?
Oxygen level was too high, and the the atmosphere set on fire.
Seriously?
Wasn't there a Futurama episode about that where
I wonder.
they got worried that with they had so much so many trees that the oxygen level in the atmosphere got too high, and it was just like
What?
took Bender lighting a cigar to set the
Ugh.
entire atmosphere on fire.
Man, I wish. Can we just stand here and... Oh, no, we can't. I can't even make bread. So weird.
I made bread
So
before, but then I
hard.
put it in
This is so hard to do.
in the thing. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. Some of this
I guess...
wheat has grown.
Okay, so without armor, because we're not going to smell iron, how... Oh, leather. But then if
Yeah.
we kill the...
That's
Oh,
why
thank
I've
you.
been that's why I've been slicing cows while I've been out, so I could
How about
get
if...
some leather, make some leather armor.
Okay.
Although I found 2 pieces of gold armor in those abandoned
Oh, yeah.
portal ruins chests.
Right, right.
So,
So that's pretty good. I think there were some cows here. There's some turtles over there. We should be able to eat turtle eggs.
some turtles.
But that would be horrible. I know.
Oof.
So with... I
I've
couldn't
got 2
find...
flint and steels out of those things too. Then I realized flint and steel is probably the last thing we need.
They built a nether portal. Guys, you're gonna... Okay.
What does the nether portal...
I don't know. If they go to the nether, what happens? So 3,400 blocks away. Should I go over there? I don't think we have the time to do that, but I am certainly going to continue doing my slow Minecraft, you guys. Yes, I know. I know. I just don't... We were talking about the Ender Dragon and how battling the Ender Dragon might actually negatively affect also the our emissions here. Okay. But we don't know that yet. So I guess we'll find out next week.
Colored clothing.
Find out next week here on Climate Conversation with Mommy Bell. Oh, 2VB, your name
2VB
takes
just
yellow.
turned yellow.
Yeah.
And the temperature just went up to 14.4.
Oh boy. Wind is mild, seas a light chop. Okay, meteorologists speak.
Okay.
Oh, they're getting out. Cities. They're all climbing out of the... That's funny. Okay.
Oh, hello.
That's funny. So I believe Gerbil, are you heading? Just give me a 5-minute warning, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably
So-
be going at about 5. Yeah.
so what we're gonna?
Yeah, because it's 20 to 12 here.
Yeah.
So.
So we could now so what's going to happen is the server will shut down because we don't want to have to log into a game, and climate has been completely and my
We
little
don't want 2VB to drown us while we're gone.
right, because I think that's what would happen right now. They're building an industrial factory over there, 3,500 blocks away. We've actually built here on the edge of the ocean. Not a great idea, but you move locations. Really? Okay. They went to the nether. Good lord. I think they went to the nether.
Oh my god, have a look at 2VB's score.
Okay. Yeah.
14.55 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the guess that going up by 1 degree Celsius
Is actually
probably raise the
Raise the water,
sea level by
yeah.
1 block, which is going to flood out all of those like delicious crops.
right. Right. You made it all the way around the Badlands, John? So have you mapped it all? That's cool.
Yeah, so we've got our Vauxhall map.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Badlands down there.
Um,
That's where the Marquis hang out.
oh, the Marquis.
Hang out in the plasma stones.
Uh, okay, the mini map is CYB.
Which I'm
yeah.
very angry about. Although people are starting to make the joke the Marquee Bay instead of the Pirate Bay for people who do BitTorrent, because Paramount just removed Star Trek Discovery the day before season 4 launched. They removed it from Netflix in international markets.
Yeah, I saw
Because
that.
it was on Paramount Plus in the US, but Netflix internationally.
Yeah.
Day before its release, they removed it.
Shrex is dead.
And
Yeah.
in Australia, we have Paramount Plus. In fact, I have Paramount Plus. I signed
Yeah,
up because it was
yeah.
a good deal. But Discovery isn't on Paramount Plus in Australia until Paramount Plus launches in Europe in March next year.
Oh my
And
god.
you can't do the Netflix trick of using a VPN because signing up for Paramount Plus in one country doesn't allow you to log into another country's
Oh.
Paramount.
Oh,
Plus,
yes.
even if you use a
All for
VPN.
Star Trek, you guys. Oh, god.
Yeah, all for Star Trek. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't watch Discovery. So they're saying people have been posting memes in Star Trek groups with Quark going, "Is this how you get? Do you want pirates? Because this is how you get pirates."
Yeah, yeah. No,
And
you know
people
what?
are
You know
starting
what
to
I
go,
did
"Yeah, the
yesterday?
Marquee Bay for all the pirated Star Trek stuff."
Oh god. But you know what I did yesterday? I went and signed up for Crave, and then it turns out that Crave didn't have the first episode, so I had to sign up for CTV Sci-Fi, I think, channel, and then I finally got it and I watched it last night. And
Although yesterday I watched the first 5 episodes of Prodigy because that is on Paramount Plus
Okay.
in Australia. So at
oh,
least I got to
2VB,
watch
you
that,
are
and it's-
gold. You're gold, 2VB.
and
You
it's
are.
relatively interesting. But I wanted Discovery. Luckily, Picard and Lower Decks are still on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
I imagine they're just going to consolidate them all into Paramount Plus. So, yeah.
So, are you guys building your factory in the Nether now? Is that what's happening? 2VB and Screx? Uh-huh. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Like 2BB's gone orange now.
yeah.
He's an
He's,
airline
yeah, he's
host.
called himself Gold. Yep. Yeah. We're hooked, kids. We're hooked, but doesn't mean that
Oceanographer's not concerned about sea levels, but the text is in yellow instead of green.
not concerned about. Oh. Okay. So, happening very quickly on this game. But like I said, we're going to continue this next week. So 2 p.m. is when the live stream starts, and we'll be live streaming for a couple of hours. And we'll see how we can affect the game. You're going green? Yeah, yeah. We're still green. We're still green. We need to go blue. And then I'm going to mess around a bit more with the server and get permissions up and running. And then those of you that subscribe can join us. And there's going to be more climate talk every Saturday. So feel free to join our Discord and ask questions there. Or if you wanted to join us in the game, we do have there's a lot of organizations that are accepting donations for BC floods here on the coast of BC SBCA, and of course the Abbotsford Fire Department is taking in money. The other thing is there's physical donations that you can make, although you should really make sure you check in with what is needed. That's very easily searchable if you are living here in the Lower Mainland. We are personally collecting items for livestock that we're going to be taking out from one barn to another barn, and that it's going to go to another barn and then to another place. For livestock and for horses and other animals. We are SO. Oh my God. And our global temperature here, using the global plugin, which was built for 114, but we're running it in a 117 game, is actually they're doing their best. I think we're gonna probably end up having our garden maybe underwater fairly soon. I don't know. All because of the All right, so thanks for joining us. And we're going to head off. Is there anybody live streaming right now we can go say hi to? Again, for next week, if you can please host, spread the word that we're going to be doing this climate light red. Yeah, you are light red. Oh, good Lord. That's why we need to stop the server. Survive the tide all over again. Kind of, yeah. Yeah. We'll see about getting some mini games going here too. I wouldn't mind some of the other games that we had going. The other thing too, Gerbil, if you're open to it, there might be some other games other than Minecraft that we can play that concern a dark red. Oh my God. That concern the current state of our world and the climate emergency that it is. So please rethink what you buy, repurpose what you have, recycle what you don't need anymore, and repair what you've got that you're thinking of throwing out, but you know it'll be just fine if you can just fix it. So many things here that we can put into play, right? Thanks, Gerbil.
Alrighty. No worries.
All right.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. Oh, I need to stop the server. Guys, server's stopping now. Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone. I think it's stopping. There we go. All right.
Refresh.
Okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
Okie doke. Alright, well, thanks for the joining. There's not really anyone I feel like raiding at the moment, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go to this screen and I'm going to click a button that says end.
Alrighty. We'll see you next week, Gerbil.
No worries.
Night. Okay. Jane Ash, you were saying, oh, you found a MC Interactive. Sweet. Okay, that's a plugin. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at that. And then, oh wow. No, this was the one that was only for, I think it's out of date. Okay, we'll see. Sharing in-game rewards, channel voting, custom items. We'll see how that works. And then, yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot to play music throughout our live stream. Wow. Crazy. Okay, good fun. Actually, that was fun. Okay, and we'll